Welcome. Find a comfortable position, allowing your body to be fully supported by the surface beneath you. Allow your eyes to gently close if that feels comfortable. And begin by noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. Simply observing, watching the inhale arrive, watching the exhale leave. The breath moving in its own way. For these next few moments, allow yourself to settle into the experience of being here. Arriving in this moment, arriving in this breath. There is nowhere else to be. This moment is enough. The breath is enough. Your awareness is enough. As you observe the breath, you may notice thoughts moving through the mind. Perhaps the mind becomes curious. Perhaps it begins to plan. Perhaps it reflects on something from earlier today. Simply notice. Allow thoughts to move through awareness in their own natural way. And whenever your attention drifts, gently reconnect with the experience of being here. Each return is a moment of mindfulness. Each return is an opportunity to reconnect with the present. Each return strengthens your capacity for awareness, presence, and groundedness. There is a quiet kindness in returning. Again and again. Patiently, gently, with openness. Bring your attention to the sensations of breathing. The rise and fall. The gentle expansion. The subtle release. Become curious about what it feels like to allow the body to breathe exactly as it wishes. Trusting the process, observing with openness, resting in awareness. Perhaps you begin to notice that the breath has its own rhythm, its own flow. without needing effort, simply unfolding. As you rest here, allow yourself to appreciate the quiet reliability of the breath. The inhale arriving, the exhale releasing, a gentle rhythm that is always available, always here. And now, allow your awareness to slowly travel through the body, beginning at the top of the head. Simply notice whatever sensations are present. Perhaps warmth, perhaps tingling, perhaps softness. Every experience is welcome. Allow your awareness to move through the forehead, the temples, the muscles around the eyes. Notice the simple experience of awareness resting here. Awareness moves to the cheeks, the jaw, the mouth, perhaps sensing a little more ease, a little more softness. Awareness continues through the neck, the throat, the shoulders. The shoulders often carry much of the activity of daily life, responsibilities, expectations, effort. As awareness rests here, perhaps you notice a little more space, a little more openness, a little more room to soften. Awareness moves through the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the hands. Perhaps noticing subtle sensations that are usually overlooked. Tiny vibrations, warmth, energy. Bring awareness to the chest. The gentle movement created by the breath. The steady rhythm of the heart. Moment after moment, breath after breath. Awareness moves through the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, simply noticing, welcoming, allowing. Bring awareness to the abdomen. the movement of each inhale, the movement of each exhale, the soft rhythm of life moving through you. Awareness continues into the hips, the pelvis, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, all the way to the tips of the toes. And now, sensing the whole body at once, a living field of sensations, always changing, always moving, always unfolding. Rest here for a few moments. Aware of the whole body, aware of the breath, aware of this moment. As you continue resting here, notice how awareness naturally includes everything. Breath, sensations, sounds, thoughts, emotions, all appearing within the same field of awareness. Everything welcomed into the space of awareness. Everything allowed to arise and pass in its own way. A quiet spaciousness, a gentle openness, awareness making room for the fullness of experience. As you continue breathing naturally, notice any sensations that are present within the body. Warmth, coolness, tingling, lightness, ease. Perhaps areas asking for a little extra care and attention. Allow each sensation to be exactly what it is, meeting your experience with curiosity, meeting your experience with acceptance. This moment offers an opportunity to practice allowing. Notice how much spaciousness becomes available when experience is met with openness. For these next few moments, simply rest. Allow the body to be exactly as it is. Allow the breath to be exactly as it is. Allow this moment to unfold exactly as it is. You may begin to sense a quiet spaciousness emerging, a natural ease that becomes more available when resistance softens. Notice what happens as you settle more into the present moment, resting, breathing, allowing, aware. Perhaps you can sense the difference between effort and allowing. Effort often feels like tightening, like holding, like trying to shape experience into something else. Allowing feels different. Open, spacious, gentle, nothing to force, nothing to fix, nothing to manage. Just this moment unfolding on its own. As you sit here, explore what it feels like to make a little more room for your experience. Room for sensations, room for emotions, room for whatever is already here. Like the ocean holding every wave without resistance. There is space here for everything that arises. Notice how awareness does not need to control experience in order to remain steady. It simply knows. It simply holds. It simply allows. And within this allowing, a natural ease may begin to emerge. Not something created, not something forced, but something revealed when resistance softens. You may notice that thoughts continue to arise. Simply notice them. Let them appear in their own way. Let them move through awareness, like clouds drifting across an open sky. No need to follow them. No need to push them away. No need to resolve them. They are simply passing movements within awareness. And awareness remains steady, open, present. You might begin to notice that there is a part of you that is aware of all of this. A quiet witnessing presence, unchanging in the background, observing thoughts, observing sensations, observing emotions. It is already here, already present, already aware. Let yourself become familiar with this simple knowing. And as you rest here, bring gentle attention back to the breath. The inhale arriving, the exhale releasing. A natural rhythm unfolding. With each exhale, there may be a subtle invitation to soften, to release effort, to allow the body to settle more deeply into support. Allowing tension to unwind in its own time. Allowing the nervous system to find its own balance. As you rest here, you may notice a natural sense of compassion beginning to emerge. A softening toward yourself. A recognition of your own humanity, your experiences, your history, your hopes, your challenges, all held within this moment, all held within awareness, all held without needing to be fixed. If it feels natural, you might bring a gentle sense of kindness toward yourself. Not as something added, but as something already present, becoming more visible. A quiet warmth, a gentle care, a sense of being met exactly as you are. Let yourself rest in that kindness. Rest in that openness. Rest in that simple, quiet presence. And as this meditation continues to dissolve into quiet presence, there is nothing more to do. Nothing more to understand, nothing more to achieve. Only this gentle unfolding of awareness itself. Peace is not something arriving later. It is here in this simplicity. Presence is not something to reach. It is what remains when everything else is allowed to be. And awareness is not separate from you. It is what is noticing all of this. And even here, even now, nothing is required to change. And beyond these words, the invitation remains to rest, to allow, to simply be, quietly, openly, peacefully.